As the action continues, coming to you live from the Hidalgo Arena here on TV Azteca, Texas, we get to the next bout of the evening. Jared Papi Chulo Mercado is making his pro debut, taking on Jesus Fenito Alonso from Piedras Negras, Coahuila, Mexico. And Diego, we have a special guest here alongside us here at the commentator table. He fought all over the United States. You've seen him fight on the major, all the major networks that held boxing over the past 10, 15 years. He continues to work with the youth with his gym called Tigre's Boxing Gym. It is a pleasure to have him, Raul Tigre Cáceres.
Yes, sir. It's a pleasure being here, Chris. I'm excited, man. I'm enjoying these fights. Some kids with so much talent here in the RGB. I mean, I'm excited to see what the future.
Now, Jared Mercado, born and raised right here in Brownsville, Texas. Earlier before the show, I was saying each fighter, solid combination right there. Each fighter always remembers his professional boxing debut. And tonight is Jared Mercado's professional boxing debut. Raul, take me through your professional boxing debut, where it happened, how you felt, how it was different from amateurs to professionals. Let us know about your pro debut.
Oh, it's a big difference. I can tell you that much. No headgear, smaller gloves. I turned pro at the age of 16 in Reynosa, Tamaulipas, Mexico. It's a lot of fun, man. When you love fighting, it's fun. Whether you get hit or do the hitting yourself. It's a lot of fun.
Were you nervous? Were you excited? Was it everything? Or, I mean, because obviously it's a big leap, and I mean, not just in your career, but in your life.
To say the truth, I never felt nervous when I fought. I mean, I love fighting, bro. I've been fighting all my life. That's all I know. I had over 100 amateur fights, 38 pro fights. I've done it all, man. I love to fight.
So right now, obviously, you would agree with me that Jared Papi Chulo Mercado is going to remember this night for the rest of his life.
Oh, yes, sir, he is. He's a great fighter, that kid, man. Big future.
Just a little bit more about Jared Mercado. He's pursuing his bachelor's degree at the University of the Rio Grande Valley. He's the owner of Big J's Pressure Washing, Landscaping, and Lawn Care. You know, he is not even 21 years old, and he already has his own business. He's wanting to have 3 businesses by the time he's 21 and become world champ. He's been working with his coach, Eduardo Castillo, for the past 4 years. And he told me that after tonight, the world will know Papi Chulo. Raul, you were telling me earlier, tapping me, going, you pointed at him, and you said he's a good fighter. Tell me what you know about Papi Chulo.
What I know about him is that his coach has a lot of great fighters. He's a very good coach. He did some sparring with one of my own fighters. He's an amazing kid.
Well, that's it. The end of the first round, and for me, it appears as though it was a 10-9 first round in favor of Mercado. Diego, how'd you see the first round?
I agree.
Jesus Alonso, 1-5, all the way from Piedras Negras, Coahuila, Mexico, far away from home. Piedras Negras, Coahuila, Mexico, the place where nachos were created. Many people don't know that. My father grew up across the border in Eagle Pass, Texas. Round number 2, and Mercado is going to look to apply the pressure and continue to be dominant in this fight. What do you think, Diego?
I love that he's chasing the body. You know, obviously the key component there is starting to wear down the body initially. Wow. And look, I believe that was from a body shot. I didn't have the best angle here. Maybe there might be a replay in a bit. But Alonso picking up, shaking it off, reassuring that he's fine. Came here to fight, you know.
Solid left hand landed by Papi Chulo. Raul, what are you going to be telling Papi Chulo in his corner right now after that knockdown?
Keep going after that body, man. As you can see, he hurt his body, and that's what caused the knockdown.
Well, it was a beautiful right hook. I'm sorry, left hook is what it was. That set his opponent down, and as he's continuing to pepper the young man from Piedras Negras, Coahuila, Mexico, and it looks like it's not going to last much longer. Referee Humberto Zavala is looking to call it, and did he call it a 10 count or is the fight over? Okay. Oh, mouthpiece fell out. Tigre pointed that out. Thank you. So there is a lull in the action. Smart move by the young man from Piedras Negras to halt the action. He can do that once. If he does it again, he could get deducted a point. But that's actually a pretty good strategy, even though the fans aren't going to like it. But Mercado is not losing a step right now. Papi Chulo came to fight, and he's come to get his fighter out of there. This is not something that Papi Chulo wants to do. He doesn't want to win on points. But, boy, look at those skills and that hand speed. Raul, what have you seen that impresses you the most from Papi Chulo so far?
His excellence, man. He loves to fight. His combinations, as you can see, he throws more than 2 to 3 shots every time he lets his hands go. He never throws one shot at a time. Boom, there you go. Then he's working that body. I love the way he works that body.
And really quick, guys,
Zavala with a warning there. Not sure what that was about, but yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like anything can phase Papi Chulo. I'm very impressed with Papi Chulo right now for his pro debut. I mean, look at the composure he has right there. I spoke to him earlier today. Very respectable. And he spit his mouthpiece out again, and that could mean a point from referee Humberto Zavala. But once again, trying to disrupt the rhythm of Papi Chulo by doing so.
You know, he definitely wants to regather himself, go back to his corner, you know, see what game plan he might try to, what is the plan B here, you know? Because obviously the plan A is not really working for Alonso at this moment. Papi Chulo all over him. Still keep on going to that body shot, Raul. Look at them. He keeps on attacking the body. You know, that jab, I feel he's just trying to find the range and get the guard up on Alonso. And as soon as that guard comes up, you know, Papi Chulo comes in nice and solid on the body. There again, that uppercut splitting that guard open. And look at that. He keeps on working that body. Left, right hook. Alonso not having much to counter, but, you know, let's see if Alonso could go back into his corner, try to regather some strength, regather a game plan. And I might say the mouthpiece once again.
And the mouthpiece has been out again, and at this time,
not at all.
It is the end of the second round, and it was another dominant performance by Papi Chulo.
And we want to make sure we give a big shout out to our sponsors, La Ganadera Gourmet Meat Market, the specialists in those fine cuts, wines, and artesanales productos. Visítanos.
And Humberto Zavala, referee, has deducted 1 point, making this a 10-8 round, which will ultimately result in a 10-8 round in favor of Papi Chulo.
And a big excuse us there. I know the.
And that's it. That's it. Humberto Zavala has halted the contest.
He called it off. And a good stop by Zavala. You know, it was very, very. It was one-sided. Obviously, again. Obviously, when it's debuters, guys, it's you don't know what you're gonna get, you know. But at least. And Raul, that's the risk that we have here. When you got debuters, you don't really know who's got what, and it's very hard to matchmake, would you say?
Yes, sure it is, man. Me as a trainer, manager, it's very hard when you're trying to pick the right opponent for your fighter. You gotta really, really do some homework.
And we hope Alonso comes back, you know, regather himself, you know, take it with him and his team to the drawing board, and, you know, hopefully come back again and
you
and
know,
hopefully get a better performance
all
out of
credit
him.
goes out to. I mean, Piedras Negras, Coahuila, Mexico is about 4 or 5 hours away. Borders Eagle Pass. It's a far distance, and so to come all this way and fight a very talented fighter like Papi Chulo, let's give Benito Alonso some credit here. Now we send it back up to Maro Garza.